let's talk to Andres. Ah, Andres, good timing. You have a moment to lend me a hand. I can help you out, dude. Wonderful. I've got too many irons on in the fire. Or rather, shoes. More shoes. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand, or else we'll overheat, and I won't be able to work the metal. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil, and I'll hit it with the hammer. There we go. Good. Next one. Am I getting paid for this shit? Like, come on, man. Well done. See? Short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all of those at once. It would sure be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. Have you considered a child? Have you considered an apprentice? I have. Some of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. That's Bert. Not what I would imagine with the name like Bert, but you know, there's gotta be a young Bert. Ha! Clocks would have my head if I tried. Probably his dad. Or maybe another master or something else who was making him an apprentice. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you and Otto up by the Harvey guest house for dinner. Okay. Till then. Where am I going again? I'm going to... Wait, hold on. Head up to the Abbey so I can work at the scriptorium. Okay, so where's my mouse? Okay, I'm in the common. There's a blacksmith that's just talking to him. Drucker house. Where the? Okay, objective. Oh, where the fuck am I going? People. Oh my god, here's where everyone is. Oh, so I can know more about these motherfuckers. Son of Klaus and Marie Drucker. Bertold. The Druckers. Where's Klaus? Is the fasting... What the fuck? Fasting town printer husband to his wife, Marie, and father, Berthold. Oh. Casting is an unusual place for a printing press. He does brisk trade with pilgrims and other travelers on the Imperial Road. Okay. Where am I going? There's a meal. Werner. Oh, I need to go to the... Here's the Abbey, but how do I get to the Abbey? Meadow. To town, to... Is that it? Tastes? Hold on, I'm looking up what the name of the... Fucking name, man. I can't even pronounce the name of the town I'm in. Pentiment city name. Or can I just look up Pentiment? Like... Pentiment... And Tasing. That says Tasing. Tassing, right? Yeah, tasting. Okay. That's two S's. That F right, that kind of looks like an F, is an S. Why do they make it so fucking difficult? Oh, tasting. It's spelled normal there. Oh, I have to go to the Abbey over here. Okay, so that's the way to the Abbey, and then I can go here from... And then I'm going to the scriptorium. What time is it? Because time passes, right? This knows Italian. I'm an Italian businessman. Oh, hello? Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on him. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping. Yeah. Should I offer to help? And idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him. Give him a good scare. Perhaps. Helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction. So it's either Socrates or this little fucking demon green man. I don't think this is helpful one bit. Let's just say, yeah. Again, I don't know anything about sheep, and I probably just get in their way. That is a good point. Oh, I'll ask. Is there something I can do? This looks chaotic. Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Will I? Good point. Oh, look. There's something going on up at Steino's place. What the fuck is going on over there? Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin. But Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ. Christmas Christ, right? I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter. Peter? Okay, whoa, okay. So that's okay, Peter. This is Peter. Oh, that's where I'm staying. Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Johann, that's fucking rapscallion right there. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? I'm guessing that's noble. He looks really rich. Yep, it was noble. Damn it. Stay out of trouble. God damn it. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. Don't work too hard, Martin. That's such a fucking bitch thing to say. I love it, though. Good luck. Don't work too hard, Martin. This will be remembered. I think he kind of liked that, though. He was kind of like, yeah. Wait, was he taking a shit? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Church and Druckers. What the fuck is going on with this? Morning, Andres. How's it going? I'm guessing he like speaks more like some Germanic language. Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. Yeah. Damn, Marie's a looker. But that's like his wife and son, I'm guessing. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Ulysses Eagle. It's a chill character of popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He's also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. What a bad boy. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from witch mania. Your sloppy typesetting. Heresy. Sure, why not? Some of things people are publishing these days would make a bishop's head spin. Or an abbot. Doesn't take much with that one. I know it. But at least I don't have to deal with him much. So, supper tonight, after Vespers, and we already know that's the fucking prayer before supper. Of course, thank you. Great, I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. How could we just say, like, we'll see? Like, that's such a fucking bitch thing to say. If I invited someone for dinner, and like the afternoon before, well, not afternoon, like the morning before, they were just like, so, see you later tonight, and then they say, we'll see. Like, hey, he's gotta get ready for dinner. Like, are you getting a plate or not? Bless, Master Mahler. God bless, Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mass. Yeah, look at the second S is like an L. I fucking hate that. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I just stayed up to late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. This asshole can't make you go to mass. To hell with him. Father, I appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. Oh, well, I like Socrates. Almost everyone in town works hard, though. I'm not gonna just sigh in his face. I do, but, you know, I've been working on sketches late at night, and Andreas, this is about more than your success in this life. There is enough. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mahler, this is Laurence, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms? Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire. Located on the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Huh. Well, yeah, you do look kind of rich. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It's nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck and it was terribly dull. Ooh. Yeah, we already know what Venice, Innsbruck. We spent a few days in capital Austrian county of Tyrol, and a major stop on the imperial road connecting Italy and Bavaria. It's the closest major city to Kersau Abbey and Tasing. Notably, it was also the site of the witch trials in 1485. Sorry, Innsbruck was boring for you. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. An imperial diet is an assembly of the three colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The prince electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. That's funny, because, you know, I always know that, like, Japan calls their, like, um, political, like, houses or, like, whatever kind of things like this. They call it, like, the national diet. I thought, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird that they call it that. Like, why a diet? Like, that's very, like, English kind of term. Like, that's definitely not like a Japanese term for this. But haven't heard of a diet like in a political sense anywhere else. So it's funny like this is, you know, I should actually do research into where the national diet came from for Japan. The emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly. But he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him with the painter. Ooh. I kind of want to ask about his trip to Venice because it sounds like that was more interesting, and I want to kind of be on his good side. But this kind of feels like the guy who just like. It sounds like the guy. I ever had a conversation with someone between two people, like it's between you and someone else, and you're talking about something, and then you slightly bring up one thing, and then the conversation moves on to another thing that's more important, and then someone else comes up and like tries to bring back the conversation to that other thing. That's kind of what it feels like. Like that shit happened to me, kind of recently. I don't want to go into details about it, but let's just try and talk about Venice a little bit. Oh, fascinating. Oh, the city's Jew? Does it say Jews? The city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the oh my god. Okay, that's real. I visited the well, I didn't actually get to see that much of it, but there is a Jewish ghetto in Venice, and that was used back then. The Jews now live in their own quarter. That I guess that was just when it was starting to happen, when the Jews had like lived in their own part of Venice. Okay. Wow. I totally forgot about that. I didn't get to really spend enough time around like the Jewish like quarter of Venice, but I did remember like seeing it a little bit and like passing by. It's just there's so much to fucking do around Venice, and we weren't there for that long. I mean, there is and there isn't. It's small, but it's like there's like it's very dense, and then there's also like little islands around Venice, and like I didn't really care for Venice too much, to be honest with you. I think that maybe it was very beautiful at a time, but it was just became so vacationized. Like I felt like Hampton Beach. You know what I mean? Like oh, I mean, like of course we have this huge like perception of Venice of being like ooh beautiful, like you know, but like because it's gotten so romanticized and everything. Oh, sorry, hold on. Hey, sorry about that. I had to take a call real quick, but yeah, you know, it's kind of funny because, like, I didn't know that. Let me. Well, the city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the north, and yeah, that's true. They do live in the north of the city. Even now, that's kind of wild. I didn't know it was like the case all the way back then. The city's artists are still producing wonderful works. Titian, in particular, is a god. No offense, father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kirsau. What would that be, like Warsaw or some shit like that? I don't fucking know. Okay, so Lauren's actually kind of liked that I talked about that. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. Abbot of Curacao before Father Gernot. Widely respected by the monks and nuns, as well as the people of Pacing. Known for his kindness and his love of books. Oh, we could have honestly had a love of books, right? We could have been a well-read person. I think we just didn't choose that. Great loss for the Abbey. For us all. Indeed. By good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia, what is that? Historia Tassiae, an account of the early history of Tasing. Oh, is Tassiae the original name for Tasing? Curaçao's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. Interesting. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. Abbot of Curacao before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tasing. Known for his kindness and his love of the. Oh yeah. Why am I reading that again? I'm sorry. My mind's just a little like. You know what I mean? Contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Oh really? Scandalous. Ooh, scandalous. Do you remember recess when like the Ashleys would all say, ooh, scandalous? Yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tasing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on the progress. Damn. Fucking I hate that haircut. God damn. Oh, my lord. If you come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Maller here. Young Master Maller here. Some to marry and be approved by us. Let's not like lower ourselves. I mean that might be true, but it's an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping the Abbey's scriptorium. A room of furl writing, yeah, the typical associated monsters able to disappear from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. Oh. Why did they get removed, disappear from abbeys? Is there no longer a use for scriptorium in the 16th century? The 16th century is the 1500s, but this is early 1500s, so it's maybe there's still some left, I guess. A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey scriptorium? 1518? Oh, he should talk. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Yeah, we already know what that is. Yeah, he really likes us. Surely my lord would find little entertainment or companionship. No, of course, my lord. It would be an honor. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. He likes us. Why would I be addictive? Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Oh no, fuck. I have 2 dinner plans. Oh no. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. Nicholas, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Maller. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. What the fuck is this? Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later. He's fucking I before E except after C. But in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Asford is one of the most populous cities in the empire and is located near its heart. has been home to a respected university since 1379, the center of humanist thought. Erfurt, wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial in his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin. Which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. What do they sell? Like rosary beads and shit like that? Like, I mean, I can't blame him. Is Martin Luther King named after Martin Luther? Like this guy? Because this is a real person, right? I read his works, tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. No. He's a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree, wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I mean, I feel you, like, it's kind of like a little dubious to be selling, like, things that just, like, forgive you of sin. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. A list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written by 1570. Okay, so this is like 5-ish years ago, 6-ish years ago. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Granat does not disappoint in that regard. Granat, that's Father Granat. That was the old abbot. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. Ha, no. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I have knowledge. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino to Erasmus. Everyone in between yet to come. Aristotle, polymath, wrote on wide variety of course. We know who Aristotle is. Attributed to him than he could have written Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher preeminent among northern humanists. He is known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his call to reform within the church. Ficino, 1570, priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translation of the works of Plato into Latin. Cicero, statesman, scholar, lawyer. He's busy. He's busy. He's a renowned orator in the late Roman Republic, revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skills at rhetoric. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Oh. Why did it... No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but I didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. What was your area of study? Ooh. Picking your background will affect your chapter's choices going forward. Theology, biblical canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Imperial law that govern the various states, or medicine. Ooh. I could be a businessman medicine, but what I think law really, I don't think businessman mixed with medicine works very well. I think, I mean, it can, like, no, that's obviously, like, it can, but it's just for his character, I don't see it. I think it's either imperial law or theology. But then again, I feel like if that was the case, he would be more willing to go to church. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just interested in Catholic theology and Bible knowledge, but he isn't actually involved in active participation within the church. That can happen. I mean, that's true. But imperial law sounds like, yeah, he knows his way around. Like, he's got a business mind. He knows the law. Yeah, let's go with that. Imperial law. Law. I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. Never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my taste. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied that nonsense than learn it myself. If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face around here again. Oh shit, Ophelia, what the fuck is wrong with you? Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Perchta's Perchta, pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with. Oh yeah. Perchta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of a fate. Yo, chill though. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone would probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrium, yes? What the fuck is that? Trivium and quadrium represent the lower and upper division of classical liberal arts university education. Latin grammar, logic, rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. Yeah, no, I know that. Do you have a favorite subject? Oh shit, okay. An occultist? Okay, so Latin is command of grammar and vocabulary is also we call senta, words of the wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. Thanks to the implication information they received, adept at spatial analysis, can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Excellent rhetoric in universities. Is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Oh, yes. Theology, theoretical and practical knowledge of alchemy, astrology. Oh, that sounds cool. Various magical rites of heaven and earth. There's a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movements. It's familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. I think I'm feeling more logician or orator. I think I'm gonna go with orator. Let's get some rhetoric. Rhetoric. Oh, but that sounds good too. Yeah, let's be an orator. The art of persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. Ah, I assume you studied Greeks and Romans both. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. Okay, Thomas Aquinas is an immensely influential philosopher, theologian, jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. And then Augustine. Saint Augustine of Hippo was an early Christian philosopher, theologian, and bishop of Hippo Regius. He was recognized as a doctor of the church and is mostly known for his works, The City of God, and his autobiographical confessions, as well as his development of the doctrine of original sin. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly. The doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind of the Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid. Though I suppose an artist has less use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true. Rhetoric is also an art. Like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. We practice as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the curia of Rome. And we know. You got it. Well put. In your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? Ooh, oh! I feel like logician and... Oh, but occultist would be kind of fun, though. I feel like a cultist would be fun. I feel like that's just like a little like, yeah, let's get a cultist. I used to access the university's library to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination. Purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. Compilation of 17 religious and philosophical treatises encompassing the soteriology of Hermes Trismegistus, or thrice great Hermes. The centuries-old texts reflect Egyptian, Greek, Jewish traditions and ideas were translated into Latin in the late 15th centuries by Marsilio Ficino, Ludovico Lazzarelli. Jesus Christ, what fucking names these are. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. As you wish, my lord. Ah, there's the abbey. I have good memories of this place. My father, Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kearsarge at all? My family have been patrons of Kearsarge for I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kearsarge still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production. I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Not too much to it is that needs to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Yeah. Well, Kearsarge is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age. But, well, my family have been patrons of Kearsarge for generations. It seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do not know the artist well. The venerable brother Piero. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this man. How venerable. He still has his wits and his skill, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero was an incredible talent with color. Has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it. Okay. We kind of like built our character now, his like background a little, way more. Nicholas, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm headed up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Hold on. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedict house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Benedictine. Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observe vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, stability under the rules of Saint Benedict of Nursia. Okay. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Versailles is a place at a time in more ways than one. Yeah, she did kind of seem to like. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Okay, you're gonna play hardball here. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Oh, that doesn't look good. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, it's no trouble. Do you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. He just fucking comes in and grabs shit from the kitchen. Andreas, I don't know what you're doing with the Baron, but I need you to in the scriptorium now. The fuck is the Book of Hours? This is a bad time. No, that's not how we argue and talk. Are you talking? Of course, father. I'm eager to get to work. Yeah, he's kind of being a bitch now, but let's just let him. Then get to work. Shit. Should have asked him about an advance for the Gertner's taxes. I don't think that was the right time. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthau to pay me early. Oh, Jesus Christ, that dude looked interesting. Find a way to get paid. Okay. That's all we're doing, and that's what I'm doing in real life, too.